Assalamu alaikum. This is Aruj Muzaffar from the Department of English, University of Southern Punjab. We had been discussing to our previous lecture that what is the significance of gender neutral language and why should we adopt an approach which is based on the neutrality of language. Why we are focusing on to the terms that are promoting gender biased attitudes and how language is being a medium to to represent and to express the gender biased attitudes embedded into our society since generations. Our today's lecture is another point into the consideration of gender neutral language, and we are today going to discuss the importance of communication with a focus on gender neutral language. Communication is the foundation of human interactions. It is the means through which people share ideas, express emotions, build relationships, and create understanding. Whether in personal, academic, or professional settings, effective communication determines how well individuals connect and collaborate. In today's increasingly globalized and diverse world, the importance of communication extends beyond mere exchange of information. It includes the responsibility to communicate respectfully and inclusively. One of the most vital aspects of inclusive communication is the use of gender neutral language, which ensures that all individuals, regardless of gender identity, feel represented and respected. This lecture explores the significance of communication, the evolution of gendered language, the rise of gender neutral terms, and the broader social, psychological, and professional benefits of adopting inclusive linguistic practices. Well, let's first and foremost discuss the importance of communication. And as I have been discussing it with you since many of the lectures, that communication is not just a skill, it is a vital human necessity. From infancy, humans' communication needs through cries, gestures, and facial expressions. And as they grow, language becomes the primary tool for expressing thoughts and emotions. Effective communication enables cooperation, problem solving, and progresses in every field of life. In workplace, communication drives productivity and teamwork. In education, it facilitates learning and understanding. And in families and friendship, it fosters emotional bonds and trust. Well, the primary purpose of communication is to create mutual understanding. When communication fails, whether due to misunderstanding, exclusion, or bias, it leads to conflict, alienation, and discrimination. Thus, communication must not only be clear and accurate but also inclusive and respectful of all individuals involved. This is where language choice becomes a powerful social tool. Language shapes perception. The words we use can either reinforce stereotypes or challenge them. They can include or exclude, empower or marginalize. Therefore, responsible communicators must be aware of how their language affects others, especially when it comes to issues of gender. Language and gender have been um, historically a very old phenomena. In English, for instance, masculine terms have long been considered the default or universal form. Words like mankind were once widely used to represent both men and women, but they reflect a deeply rooted assumption that the male experience is the norm. The linguist bias mirrors broader social structures where men traditionally held more power, visibility, and authority. Over time, as societies became more conscious of gender equality, people began questioning these linguistic conventions. Feminist movements in 20th century played a crucial role in highlighting how language perpetuates gender inequality. For example, when job advertisement used masculine pronouns he or him, they implicitly suggested the position was for men only, discouraging women from applying. Similarly, calling mixed gender groups guys or referring to a doctor as he and nurse as she reinforces occupational stereotypes. Linguists and social reformers argued that challenging and changing language could contribute to changing thoughts, a concept known as linguistic relativity or the sphere hypothesis. If people start speaking in ways they reflect equality, they may also begin to think and act more equally, and this awareness led to the promotion of gender neutral language, which aims to make communication fair, inclusive, free from gender bias. Well, gender neutral language, which is also known as non sexist language, refers to the practice of avoiding terms that assume or privilege one gender over another. It recognizes that gender is diverse and that people may not identify strictly as male or female. Examples of gender neutral language include using they and them as singular pronouns instead of he or she, where gender is unknown or irrelevant, replacing occupational titles like fireman or stewardess, or firefighter or fire attendant, where using terms like chairperson instead of chairman and business person instead of businessman. This gender neutral language is not about political correctness, it is about respect and equality. It acknowledges the existence and vitality of all gender identities and ensures that no one feels excluded or invisible into communication. The inclusive communication creates spaces where everyone feels valued and heard. It helps eliminate linguistic barriers that perpetuate discrimination or invisibility. When individuals use gender neutral language, they send a powerful message of acceptance and equality and promote equality and fairness. Language reflects social attitudes. Using gender neutral language demonstrates a commitment to fairness and respect for all individuals. It shows that people of all gender are equally capable, intelligent, and worthy of recognition. For example, when an employer uses salesperson instead of salesman, it encourages application of all genders to see themselves in the role. It encourages representation, and of course this representation leads to a establishment of an identity. It reduces misconceptions and stereotypes and builds respectful work and learning environment. It promotes, and it is promoted into different um, contexts, such as the application of gender neutral communication varies across contexts, but its impact remains profound. Like in the sector of education, teachers who use inclusive language create learning environment where students feel respected. Using students instead of boys and girls and they instead of he or she helps reinforce equality and acknowledge diverse identities. Here, a great role has been played and is being played by media and literature. Apart from it, workplaces hold a great significance, and government and law have been consistently changed and giving certain approaches that are based on to sensitivity regarding violence and women subjugation. For example, the United Nations promotes inclusive language guidelines recognizing that equal representation begins with words. There are a lot of challenges in adopting gender neutral languages. And these challenges are generally the traditional objections that have been raised over the role of man and woman, and over the translation and adaptation across language, because some languages naturally have only the structure, only the translation that is based on to certain approach of gender biased attitudes. There are some psychological and social benefits as well, where we can recognize and understand that what is the significance of the language that the people are listening and understanding. The behavior that has been manifested by the woman has been going through a process, and where the communication is more than speaking. It is about connecting. It carries the power to shape perception, influences attitudes, and build inclusive societies. In an age where equality and diversity are fundamental values, gender neutral language stands as a crucial tool for respectful and fair communication. By choosing words that include rather exclude, we not only acknowledge the diversity of human identity but also promote empathy and understanding. Language is dynamic, and as society evolves, as too much the way we speak, the adoption of gender neutral language is not merely a linguistic adjustment, it is a reflection of collective progress towards equality, dignity, and mutual respect. Ultimately, the principle and the importance of communication lies in its ability to unite people and to unite people and towards a better understanding, and to a environment where gender is promoted on the basis of respect and good gestures, instead of the stereotypes that lead towards this idea that women are weak and masculinity and male gender is superior to the opposite gender. This idea needs to be condemned, and this approach needs to be adopted, so that we may lead to the creation of a society where such principles of competency and positivity can be adopted and developed, and people face a good approach towards and a good respectful relations based upon mutual contribution, coordination, and respect. I hope this is understandable for you. Thank you so much.